before, and so the producer was originally attached to it, and the director, I was just like, I had to work with Jared. I love my experience with the producer. They told me about the role. They knew I could do something silly like this, and I never had the opportunity, so that was a really beautiful thing to like have people who you've worked with give you your first shot at comedy. And I'm like, all I want is Jack. Get me Jack. We can't get Jack. I don't care what you do. We're not making this movie. I'm not making this movie unless you do it with Jack. And then we got Jack.
You got boys. And I was like, my sons, I was like, I've just been offered Minecraft. Should I do Minecraft movie? Like, what? You gotta do it, Dad. So I was like, okay, this is happening.
This world of Minecraft is so bonkers and such a perfect setting for an epic adventure movie that was really ridiculously funny, and because there's so many places you can go with it. It's like, you know, there's no story to the game, and so there was a lot of creative license to kind of come up with what is the best kind of crazy adventure that we could go on with these fun characters.
I thought they did a real brilliant job of that, creating this character and like creating a team of people that are going into this universe to survive and to save the world.
It's a good movie, and it really shows that playing Minecraft, not playing Minecraft, being in the real world, being creative is fun. Being creative is, you know, just a good thing.
The thing is truly the imagination portion of it, you know, and building, and that's what we're doing, you know, as artists and as actors. We're building this world together because it's mostly green screen. And so somebody just coming by and showing me a picture of what's behind me, you know, so I'm having to imagine that on a huge scale. So I just love that people are finding outlets that think this world is crazy. And I feel like applaud anybody that says, you know what, this is my outlet, this is what I do to make me happy.
I feel like for most of those, we're like trying to catch up.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out.
Well, it's hard. It's a language you got to learn.
He knew everything. I knew nothing.
I did know a lot because my boys were playing it and I wanted to speak their language. So I put the work in. You got to put the days of work in and like watch some YouTube videos to get some tips on how to survive that first night in the overworld.
I have tried and I've learned it's not for me.
Really?
I would love to. I just need somebody to really teach me. They gave us an Xbox when we were on set, so I did try, but I just kept dying. I just couldn't figure out how to turn around. It wasn't even trying to build something. It was just basic stuff.
Unfortunately, I didn't grow up with video games, and I didn't raise my kids on them, so it kind of fit.
Fortunately or unfortunately?
Well, fortunately, it fit for my character.
Yeah.
And the only thing I snuck away that my mom didn't know, and I'd go to my friend's house and I'd play Street Fighter. So it just made sense that, you know, Hunk City Rampage would be one of those games. I actually have a Street Fighter arcade at my house, so I play it with my son. But it makes sense that I'm just like singular. That's something that we did in the 80s, you know what I mean, or 90s back then. So
I think it's pretty cool that you don't have any video games in your world, actually, because it's kind of like you're protecting the kids from the digital universe, because those things can be addictive. And it's rare to see a family that's like, nah, we don't do that in our household. But I bet you, I don't know, but I bet you your kids did play some video games on the sneaky sly when they went to visit their friends. They're like, oh, finally.
Yeah. With me, you know, but I think that just with the younger age group, you know, just kind of learning Minecraft or knowing so much about it, I think that it's going to be a really cool movie because, you know, kids like movies and it's a fun movie too. So I think there's also, you know, like adult jokes and, you know, kid jokes, but I think people just like, kids like just like seeing like Minecraft or their favorite, like, you know, person just like playing it or, you know, being in it. And yeah, so I think it's going to be a really fun movie.
Yeah, no, I think it's for all ages. I think the game and the movie, anybody can play it. Anybody can watch the movie.
I hope there's a lot of parents out there that bring their kids who love Minecraft because it really is like why we made the movie. We made it for them, the Minecraft